Hello, hello, hello. Yes, so we should continue the same ratio test. I thought still some of the questions are still needed because this test is very, very important to understand the next concept. That is why I want to do few more problems. Same topic, that is ratio test. But in your question paper, it is not mentioned that we are applying ratio test. So we choose the questions randomly. From this question only, if you see, I'll show you how we are going to apply ratio test. So this is the question. Test the convergence of the series. So as you know, when summation value will be given, that is itself is a UN value. UN value that is equal to x to the power of 2n by n plus 2 as it is, and then root of n plus 1 also as it is. Summation value itself is a UN value. Now you see, we cannot apply limit comparison test. Why? Because it's involved. So immediately we can move on for UN plus 1. That is, wherever n is there, we opted, like example, I'll give you, n can be written as n plus 1. So if you multiply, we get 2n plus 2. So this one we have to write down. There concept 2n plus 2 divided by n plus 2 plus 1 becomes n plus 3. Every n is replaced by n plus 1. So n plus 1 plus 1. Yes, yes,
Yeah, continuing the same topic.
yes. Why? Because it is important. No?
Okay.
It's important. You have to do maximum problem. Even by even plus 1 is equals to x to the power of 2n divided by n plus 2 into root n plus 1 as it is, multiplied by second fraction will become reverse. That is n plus 3 root n plus 2 divided by just only this x power n plus 2 can be split it as x power 3n into x power 2. Why? Because I want to cancel these two terms. So before applying the limit, taking n common also here, un by un plus 1 is equal to, if you take 1 by, if you take n common, we get 1 plus 2 by n. Even though in the root also, if you end taking n common, you get like this 1 plus 1 by n under the root only, multiplied by n common, we get 1 plus 3 by n. Once more, you take root n common, we get root of 1 plus 2 by n. And nothing is there in the root. Again, some of the terms, like you see, this one, root n cancelling with this root n cancelling with this n. Now, taking limit n tends to infinity on both sides. Limit n tends to infinity, un by un plus 1 value, which is also equal to, yeah, sorry, I forgot to write here x square, should be there. So 1 by x square is a free from x, tending to infinity. That will be pulled it out. What left here is 1 plus 3 by n into root 1 plus 2 by n and divided by 1 plus 2 by n into root 1 plus 1 by n. So wherever by n form is there, fraction by n, 1 by n, that is totally become 0. So if you notice 1 plus 0 to root of 1 plus 0, aggregate we get only 1 by x, which is neither convergent nor divergent. So what do you say? We have to write their statement by ratio test, because whatever the process we have done just now, it is obtained from the ratio test only. We have to write all the three statements. If 1 by x square greater than 1, the meaning of this one is, the mathematical meaning will be x square must be less than 1, then convert. Similarly, the second statement of this will be 1 by x square will be less than 1, which automatically says that when x square must be greater than 1, then die. And now one more possible point of this statement. If 1 by x square is equal to 1, which means that x square value is 1. Here don't forget to write x value is plus or minus. Then we say test traits. So now you see x is equal to plus 1 and x is equal to minus 1, but we don't consider x is equal to minus 1 because we are talking about series of positive terms. Negative terms is not required. So when neglecting the negative terms, we shall take only the positive terms. So I'm considering x is equal to 1. If you consider x is equal to 1, what happened to this? Oh, this series. If you take x is equal to 1, and that value of x should be substituted in u indirectly here in this yellow color. If x is 1, 1 power 2 n is 1 only, so we get our summation value, which is nothing but un value, is equals to 1 to the power of anything is 1 only by n plus 2 into root n. Now look at that. This is our question will become a proper fraction where we can easily choose Vn value. Vn is equals to highest power of n numerator, nothing we don't have. Here n is there, here root n is there. This one is also equal to 1 by n root n can be written as n power 3 by 2, because n power 1, n power 1 by 2 together becomes n power 3 by 2. So both anyone you can use it. Now I want to apply limit comparison test, because already we have chosen Vn value from un. This is divided by Vn is equals to limit and tending to infinity. Un is, look at, I am solving un also for few steps, taking n common, we get 1 plus 2 by n. Into root also we take common. So left off also under the root only 1 plus 1 by n. Multiplied by second fraction become reverse. So let me take n root n. Look at how many terms are again cancelled. N, this n cancelling, root n cancelling. And applying the limit, we get our answer is 1, which is the finite value. So now what process we have done till now, it is the help of limit comparison test. And their statement will be summation Vn and summation un behaves like. Behavior is same. But you notice summation Vn, what happened to summation Vn? Summation Vn value is 1 by n to the power of 3 by 2. You can take n root n also, it's your choice. N power p से compare करेंगे, so p value is 3 by 2, definitely greater than 1. So by p test, summation Vn convergent. which means that summation u1 also comes. But we have to connect this statement with this one. So how to connect? By writing this line. Hence, given series convergent if x is already we have said already x square is less than, so x square is less than or equal to 1. And then we say this is divergent if x square is greater than 1. This is end of this problem. And don't forget to write this yellow color last, because I'm not getting the sufficient space, so that is why I'm writing that some complicated one, but you have to write neatly. This question is also given so many times exam paper. So this is about which test. Which test is this? Ratio
Ratio
test.
test.
Yes. By neglecting first term questions we have done already. No? Neglecting the first term.
Sir?
We have done the question where we are neglecting the first term.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, neglecting the first term question also we have done. So now moving one more question I am taking. We have so many questions, sir, but only the questions which are okay. I found another question there.
Sir, your voice isn't clear.
Not clear. Stucking. I'm talking slowly. Examine the convergence of summation 3 to the power of n plus 1, 3 to the power of n plus 1 by n plus 2 into 2 to the power of n. Okay. This is again we take as summation value itself value is our un value. इसमें x नहीं है, मतलब डायरेक्ट आंसर आने के चांसेस ज्यादा है. Let us take un is equal to summation itself is a un value 3 to the power of n plus 1 whole divided by n plus 2 into 2 power n. It's not n plus 2. Sorry, small mistake we have done. If we take n plus, okay, it's actually n plus 1. वो नहीं होता. N plus 1 equal is 2 power n. Start our work. Summation value itself is a given value 3 to the power of n plus 1 n plus 1 into 2 power n. Can you tell me how we are obtaining the un plus 1 value from un? 3 to the power of n plus 1 becomes n plus 2 divided by n plus 2 into 2 to the power of n plus 1. Is that okay? Next step is un by un plus 1 value, which is equal to, this is, let me simplify this one. Un value is 3 power n plus 1 can be written as 3 power n into 3 power 1 divided by, in this we take n common, we are getting 1 plus 1 by n into 2 power n, multiply by second fraction n common 1 plus 2 by n, 2 power n into 2 power 1 divided by 3 power n into 3 power 2. How many terms are cancelled? N cancel. 2 power n cancel. 3 power n cancel. Look at here also it is cancelled. 3 power 1 square cancel. So let us apply the limit. As we take limit n tends to infinity on both sides. Applying limit n tends to infinity on both sides for un by un plus 1. Okay, and it is also equal to limit n tending to infinity. Here, this part, nothing is left off. Here 2 is left off, so I'm writing like this, 2 by 2 into 1 plus 2 by n. If you want, you can take 2 also come means outside. Here 1 plus 1 by n into 3. So 1 plus 1. So as we know, after applying the limit 2 by n and 1 by n, that paths will become 0. So we get only 2 by 3. 2 by 3 means how much? Mathematically, it is 0.6, which is definitely less than 1. So what do you say? By ratio test, by ratio test, summation un. What do you say? Divergent or convergent? It is divergent. Yes, it is clear.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Move on for one more question. After this class, definitely I'll go for another test, release test, which is a part of ratio test again. Third question I'm considering. So, test the convergence of summation x power n by m. Summation n is equal to 1 to infinity x power n by n, where n is a positive. So summation value itself is a un value. Un is equal to x power n by n. Un plus 1 is equal to un plus 1 is equal to x power n plus 1 by n plus. Now applying the limit n tends to infinity. Before limit 1 by n plus 1 by 1 by n plus 1 is equals to un is x power n by n. Second fraction will become reverse and we shall take n common also while reciprocal, taking reciprocal. X power n into x power 1. We split the terms. X power n, x power n, n and n cancel. Apply the limit n tends to infinity on both sides. Limit n tends to infinity. Un by un plus 1 is equals to 1 by x is a constant term. We can pull out limit n tends to infinity. 1 plus 1 by n. As if we apply the limit, we get our answer is 1 by x, which we say neither convergent nor divergent. Okay. So let's see. By
Sir, in the above step, why did we write limit n tends to infinity twice?
twice, where we wrote twice. Here,
Yes, sir.
we are not writing twice. We are taking limit n tends to infinity on both sides. 1 by x,
Okay.
we are taking constant outside.
Sir, is it necessary to write like that when
Not
when all
compulsory.
the
Not compulsory. You can put it x here also, no problem. But if you write outside, it's better. By ratio test, if 1 by x greater than 1, the meaning of this is x is less than 1, then convergent. Compulsory, we have to write all the three consecutive statements. Compulsory, because if x is involved, 1 by x less than 1, x is greater than 1, then divergent. If x is equals to 1, 1 by x actually we have to write completely. Forgot to write. 1 by x is equals to 1. Implies x is equals to 1 test case. But what happened? We need not to leave here only. What happened if x is equal to 1? We have to see. X is equal to 1, directly put to un value. We get our un value is 1 by n. So we need not to worry. This one directly we compare with that, our helping test p test 1 by n power p.
Sir,
If we compare p is equals to 1. So by p test, un convert. So finally we merge these two statements. That is, hence given series convergent when x is less than and equal. But chi equal to 1 में divergent होता है. Sorry. p test से ये less than or equal to में divergent होता है. नहीं, divergent. Hence given series convergent if x is less than and divergent x is greater than or equal to 1, which is the end of this problem. Another important. So I hope with this problem we have done a sufficient question in this test. So we are moving to another test. Before moving, we should write the statement. We understand the statement, then we can move on to the problem. So let us say I am writing the statement of Rabi's test. This is our third important test. This is not an individual test. When ratio test fails, we apply Rabi's test, but there is some conditions is required to apply this. First of all, we see what is the statement. What is the statement? Every time we are going to say, let us assume that summation un is a series of positive terms. Every time we are going to say it is a series of positive terms. Series of positive terms. Such that limit intending to infinity. इसमें देखिए un by un plus 1 तो अपन ऑलरेडी रेशियो टेस्ट में कर ही थे. तो मैं आपको बता देता हूँ डिफरेंस. क्या करना है आपको? एक्स्ट्रा वर्क इज दिस वन. We have to subtract 1 and multiply with n. This is extra work. Minus 1 करके n से multiply. Right? The only extra work is multiply with n and
sir,
subtract
one
1.
doubt, sir, in the previous sum which you told.
Yeah, tell me. What is the doubt?
Sir, we solved the sum. You gave the three statements of ratio test. We did
Yes.
p test, sir. Till there, it is divergent, it is clear. Why again did we write about the convergence?
No. Here you see this statement is
Yes.
incomplete. Less than 1 convergent, greater than 1 divergent. What happened when x is equal to 1? This one also we have to make it clear now. In this one also, when x is equal to 1 also, again the test is divergent only. So we wrote here less than 1 convergent divergent. दो केसेस में हो रहा, ग्रेटर देन में भी हो रहा, इक्वल टू में हो रहा, वो लिख रहे हैं अपन सेपरेटली. And
Okay,
divergent
okay.
if x is greater than or
Okay,
equal
sir.
to 1. Instead of writing 3 different statements, we conclude with these 2 only, because we can't stop our question by writing test fields.
Okay, sir.
Every time, not this, every time.
Okay, sir.
So now then case number 1. This case number 1, if this value L is greater than 1, then series convert, then convert. Now next, case number 2. If L is less than 1, then diagonal. But this case number 3 is not arising here, but it is there in the statement. That's what let me write it, because it's a repeat scale तो नहीं. Not possible this in that case. We can immediately decide with the help of first and second statement. अब now important question क्या arise होता है, हमें कैसा पता चलेगा ये क्वेश्चन को रेबी टेस्ट से करना है या रेशो टेस्ट से करना है. ये सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन है ना, सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन है. हमको कैसा पता चलेगा कि ये रेशो टेस्ट से करना है सर, ये रेबी टेस्ट से. अब क्वेश्चन को देखेंगे अपन. पहले तो मैं एक नॉर्मल क्वेश्चन ले लेता हूँ आपके लिए, जिसमें डायरेक्टली अपन अप्लाई करेंगे. रेशो टेस्ट फेल होके रेबी टेस्ट को सॉल्व करेंगे एक से लोन ऐसा क्वेश्चन ले लेता हूँ पहले.
Sir, your voice is a bit low, sir.
I am in college. I can't shout. दूसरे लोगों को डिस्टर्ब होने के चांसेस है, इसीलिए मैं थोड़ा स्लो बात करूँ.
Okay, sir.
आई एम इन कॉलेज. कॉलेज में हूँ, स्टाफ रूम में. वहाँ से आपकी क्लास चल रही है. किसी को भी डिस्टर्ब नहीं होना, बिल्कुल स्लोली बात करो.
Okay, sir.
यस, तो लेट अस टेक दिस. अरे आप एक बार पिछले क्वेश्चंस के, पिछले क्लासेस के एक बार अच्छे से देख लीजिए. मैं थोड़ा पेजेस के पीछे काम करके बता रहा हूँ. इसके साथ साथ ये पिछले क्लास का जो आज का जो क्वेश्चन, ये वाला पेज जरा से देख लीजिए. एंड आउट है तो बोलिए.
क्या सर, मैं कुछ सुनाई नहीं दिया.
Any doubt in this problem? Just see
No,
this
sir, no doubt.
PDF and tell
No,
me.
sir. No, sir, no doubt.
In this PDF,
No, sir.
okay. So this is the statement, right? मैं आपको इसका कंटिन्यूशन भी अभी बताऊंगा आपको. एक प्रॉब्लम ले रहा हूँ मैं क्वेश्चन. Look at the question will be test the convergence of the series summation 4 into 7 and so on 3n plus 1 divided by 1 into 2 into 3 and so on up to n into x power. This is the question. अभी देखिए सबसे important question. For this question particularly, if you take, we are unable to apply limit comparison test for this because x is involved, right? X involved हुआ तो limit comparison test से कोई problem नहीं. So what the next? The next is nothing but ratio test. And if ratio test fails, okay, फिर previous question में देख सकते हैं यहाँ पर ratio test fails हो गया. ratio test 1 by x पे depend. तो अपन क्या करें, रेशियो टेस्ट जब आपको फेल होता है ना, तो आपके पास 3 ऑप्शंस हो जाते हैं. व्हाट आर द 3 ऑप्शंस? Either you can apply p test and you can conclude your result, or concept of proper fraction or improper fraction. Proper और अगर proper fraction हो रहा x is equal to 1 रखने के बाद आपका un वैल्यू अगर प्रॉपर फ्रैक्शन हो रहा तो लाइक ये प्रीवियस क्वेश्चन यहाँ पर करे थे आप, ये देख सकते हैं आप, यहाँ पर मैं लिख देता हूँ आपकी सहूलत की सुविधा के लिए, ये प्रॉपर फ्रैक्शन है, राइट। तो इसीलिए अपन क्या करें, लिमिट कंपैरिजन टेस्ट करें। अगर मान लो ये x इज इक्वल टू 1 रखने के बाद आपका un अगर इम्प्रॉपर फ्रैक्शन हो रहा तभी अपन रे भी टेस्ट से कर सकते हैं। ये प्रॉपर के बाद ये इम्प्रॉपर, इम्प्रॉपर फ्रैक्शन अगर होगा तो फिर आपको करना है रेबीज टेस्ट। ये क्वेश्चन जो है आपका, आई डोंट नो एग्जैक्टली विच वन, पहले तो रैंडमली अपन यूएन ले लेंगे, यूएन प्लस वन ले लेंगे, यूएन बाई यूएन प्लस वन करना, लिमिट अप्लाई करना एंड नाउ डिसाइड। डिसाइड मीन्स अगर एक्स पे डिपेंड हो रहा तो वी हैव टू राइट थ्री डिफरेंट स्टेट, ग्रेटर देन वन, कन्वर्जेंट, लेस देन वन, डाइवर्जेंट, इक्वल टू वन, टेस्ट। इसके बाद एक्स इज इक्वल टू वन रखने के बाद अगर आपका यूएन प्रॉपर फ्रैक्शन हो रहा तो लिमिट कंपैरिजन, अगर आपका यूएन प्रॉपर फ्रैक्शन नहीं हो रहा तो उसके बाद क्या करना है वो आपको देखना है बहुत केयरफुल। जरा एक मिनट टाइम दीजिए भैया। कॉन्सेप्ट क्लियर हुआ आपको, मैं जो बोला अभी तीन पॉइंट अलग अलग बोला था मैं।
यस सर।
तो ये क्वेश्चन मैं थोड़ा इसको रफ वर्क करके बताऊंगा और आपका होमवर्क समझेंगे। आप क्या करो, यूएन
सर
करो।
ये सम कल बोलते क्या सर?
हाँ
वो
कल ही
मैं
बोलना
आपको
है।
फोटोज भेजी ना, वो सम्स में को एक बार कैसे करना बोलो सर, मेरे को उसमें यूएन वो समझ में नहीं आया।
आप भेजा है भैया?
हाँ सर।
ठीक है, अभी चेक करो, अभी चेक करो। हाँ नहीं है, अच्छा ये ओके। ये वाला, ये क्वेश्चन आपका डाउट आपको दिख रहा है स्क्रीन?
हाँ हाँ सर, ये वाला।
इज योर डाउट, ऐसा करना है, ठीक है शो।
पी आ गया ना सर तो?
I'll show you, I'll do it. So summation value itself is your UN value. That is n plus 1 by n to the power of p. So this is UN is equal to. We take first of all n common. That's you have done correctly. P plus 1 by n power p as it is. Actually अपने को ये n cancel करना है तो आप क्या करेंगे, क्या करेंगे, एडिंग और सब्ट्रैक्ट, n to the power of minus 1, n to the power of plus, adding and subtract. Why? Because n to the power of plus 1 is nothing but n only. So that is why this n and this n cancel and we merge these two.
Sir, why did we take, sir, n to the power of minus 1 and to the power of 1?
Because I want to cancel this numerator n. न्यूमरेटर में सेम
We can,
कैंसिल करना पड़ेगा ना, तो इन्फिनिटी हो जाता क्वेश्चन को.
okay.
डिवाइडेड बाय
So, sir,
n टू
जब भी n to the power of ऐसा पावर पे p आया तो
ये
ऐसा
एक ही क्वेश्चन
minus.
ऐसा है थी. द ओनली क्वेश्चन वी हैव, द ओनली
Okay,
क्वेश्चन. ऐसा कोई क्वेश्चन है नहीं पूरी टेक्स्ट बुक. ठीक है.
okay, sir.
नाउ चूज इट. vn वैल्यू, vn is equals to highest power of the numerator we don't have, so 1. डिनोमिनेटर में n का पावर क्या है, p minus 1 है. नेक्स्ट स्टेप इज लिमिट n टेंड्स टू इंफिनिटी u1 by vn, which is equals to limit n tends to infinity. Un is 1 plus 1 by n. By n to the power of p minus 1. Multiplied by n to the power of p minus 1 by 1. These two terms are cancelled. As we apply the limit, we are getting the answer finite one. Then summation vn की वैल्यू भी यहाँ n power p minus 1. तो ये पूरा आंसर p minus 1 पे डिपेंड. If p minus 1 is greater than 1, the meaning of this is minus. If you bring that side, becomes plus. P is greater than 1 plus 1 is 2, then convert them. ऐसा ही प्रूफ करना है आंसर में. If p minus 1 is less than or equal to 1, the meaning of this one when x is greater than or equal to 2, then travel. और सीधा ही लिख देके खत्म कर देना है कुछ. Nothing to worry. Okay.
Okay, sir.
अभी इसमें भी डाउट है क्या?
हाँ सर, ये वाले में मेरे को एक ही डाउट है, ये साइन 1/n को ऐसा
अच्छा,
जैसा लिखे
अगर
ना
आपको
सर आप.
ये मेथड में अगर आपको कंफ्यूजन हो रहा है तो मैं आपको इजीएस्ट वे बताऊं. un is equals to by n sin of 1. So when choosing vn value, let us take vn is equals to neglecting sin का टर्म को नेग्लेक्ट करेंगे, तो यहाँ से 1 by n, वहां से 1 by n, टुगेदर बिकम्स 1 by n स्क्वायर. देखो vn उतना चाह रहा है.
हाँ यस सर.
उसके बाद लिमिट अप्लाई करना. लिमिट n टेंड्स टू इंफिनिटी 1 by n sin of 1 by n by 1 by n स्क्वायर. ये 1 by n स्क्वायर को क्या करना, 1 by n इंटू 1 by n कर. एक तो कैंसिल हो जाता.
कैंसिल.
1 by n
यस.
डिवाइड बाय 1, ये वैल्यू हो जाती है, विच इज फाइनाइट वैल्यू. ऐसा हो जाता.
इक्वल्स टू 1. ओके यस सर, अंडरस्टूड.
तब कॉम्प्लिकेटेड करने की जरूरत ही नहीं. राइट.
हाँ
यहाँ
यस
पर
सर.
भी यहाँ पर भी या तो और क्लियर ही ऐसे सोचने का जरूरत है.
सर ये समय एक बार चेक करो सर, करेक्ट है क्या?
हाँ करेक्ट है, देख लिया, देखे मालूम.
हाँ ओके सर. वही सर, वो आप वो साइन का वो ऐसे वैल्यूज दिए तो वो थोड़ा कंफ्यूज हुआ था. अदर देन दैट ऑल अदर सम्स आई डिड, आई वाज एबल टू डू.
साइन को नेग्लेक्ट कर दी तो बात ही खत्म.
ओके सर.
राइट. ठीक है.
सर शेयर फ्यू क्वेश्चंस फॉर सेकंड वन आल्सो. रेशियो टेस्ट.
ओके. अभी
थैंक यू सर.